Shalom, Yeshua, Shalom, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh. By Hashem, Mashiach, Malak, Yoshai. Wara Kakadash, Atazwan, Kabak, Bamis, Kwayam, Wa, Kwame Allah, Ahabata Makim, Wa Agwa. Hey man, we back at it with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai. Man, Sirach series chapter 14, man. Right? It's been 14 days already. It's been 2 weeks already, man. So, hey man, all praises to the Most High. Now, this chapter is fire, man. This chapter is fire. Let's get into it. Sirach 14:1. Blessed is the man that hath not slipped with his mouth, and is not pricked with the multitude of sins. Right? Overall, just being blameless, man. Because your mouth, brothers know how it go. Brothers just know how it go, man. Right? You get to talking out your behind. A lot of people say stuff that's offensive. We know how it goes with our tongue, man. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, you're blessed when you can refrain from these things, right? And be sincere. And when you come up with an apology, people can actually receive it. Blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord. Man, I love precepts like that. Let me read that again. It says, blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord, man. Let's get a precept. Man, because your conscience, you don't want your conscience to follow you. Meaning like your conscience to fail you. Meaning like what? What's that for John 3:21? Meaning what? Right. Meaning like, hey man, your inward parts is going to tell you, man, I just can't do that. Right? I just can't do that. Right? I teach about it. I can't do it. I know I shouldn't be doing it. Just don't do it, man. That's your conscience. When you kind of having an inward thought, like you might have a wicked thought pop up, boom. Right? And your inward thoughts like, man, come on, you got to get that out of here. Right? And you think about the precepts. But when your conscience fail you, you kind of indulge in it, you entertain in it. Right? Your conscience has failed you. Because that inward man, right, that deeper thought that really is going to tell you the right way, man, he failed you, man. He kind of checked out for the day. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's beautiful when your conscience don't fail you, but it's also double to that which is. It says, for if our heart condemn us not, so like if our heart condemn us, God is greater than our heart and knoweth all things. Beloved, if our heart condemn us not, then we have confidence toward God, man. Right, so then if your heart and your mind is not condemning you, right, it says blessed is he who you're blessed. You feel what I'm saying? You're blessed, you're spotless, you're blameless, right? In respect to what this chapter is about to go into, man. All right? Your mind got to always tell you to do the right things. Your mind got to always have that feeling like, damn, I can't keep doing that bad thing. Elsewise, you damn falling up the truth. Verse 3, riches are not comely for a niggard. And what should an envious man do with money? Right, that's rappers, man. Rappers. You know what I'm saying? The classic rapper story nowadays is that they come out the hood and they got money. Right? Riches are not comely for a niggard, right? It says it says he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul. Man, hold on. We're not about to scroll past this and not act like the word nigger ain't in the Bible, man. Right? But, the word nigger is really going into, being like extremely ignorant or being, what's the word? I can't really think of a word, but it's going into being ignorant and being, obnoxious, right? Obnoxious, because a lot of times people call us obnoxious. But verse number 4, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods riotously, right? It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Man, if you can't take care of yourself, man, right? If you can't take care of the things that belong, this is why the Lord said what he said in 1 Timothy 5:8, whereas though if he not providing for his own household and the things that belong to him, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? He's an infidel. Right, but at the end of the day, it says if a man is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Man, if you can't take care of your damn self, I'm not going to expect you to to help me out, to take care of me. Verse 6, it says, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. Man, I'm going to get personal, man. Personally, I have experienced this, man. Right, there is none worse than he. It says, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness, right? So a lot of the times, and this is something that every brother should go through, but it takes growing in the truth to really understand this message I'm about to say, man. When you're in the truth, right, and you're growing, you know what I'm saying, you're learning a lot. You're learning all kinds of life lessons, whatever it may be. You're learning a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes we fall short, and that's everybody. Everybody falls short. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody falls short, and some people fall short in certain areas that other people don't. But when you go out to teach, when you go out to make videos, when you go out to give counsel, you go out to help people out, man. These things, when you go out and you're thinking about it, you might do a good job. You might do a decent job. These things, they come, they come and they kind of, they haunt your mind sometimes, man. All right. It says there is nothing worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness, man. Right. So you cannot live a double life in this truth. You live in a double life in this truth, you're gonna be hating yourself. You understand? That's Sirach 40, but you're gonna be hating yourself, man. Right. So it's always better to stay in this truth, right, and to continue to do the best to do what's best for you, right, and not sin and stuff like that. You follow? It says, and if he doeth good, so lucky. It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. It says, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. Meaning, like, if you just kind of coming around, right, you kind of toting your stuff along. I'm a congregate. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You did it unwillingly, and at the last, meaning at the end of the day, you're gonna declare your own wickedness, man. Right? It says that the envious man hath a wicked eye, and turneth away his face, and despiseth the men. A covetous man, is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. A wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table. Right? So a niggard, right, it just described it, man. He's envious, he's covetous, all of that, man. Just obnoxious. All right? Because similar to you just your average nigga in the world. All right? He always talk about how he need this, he need that. Right? And, he just evil, right? The music he listened to talk about shoot 'em up, bang, bang, right? And I need this and I need that, man. That's wicked, according to the Most High God, right? Bashem Yahushua. Let's read on. My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord his due offering, man. That's all this trip is about. My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord his due offering, man. At the end of the day, that's all it's about, right? Is doing good to yourself. Let's go to Tobit 12:7. Tobit 12:7. It is good to keep close the secret of a king, but it is honorable to reveal the works of God. Do that which is good, and no evil shall touch you, man. Do that which is good, and no evil going to touch you, right? What's good is listening to online lessons, right? Teaching online lessons, reading, right? Learning, right? Learning is doing good, right? Learning how you can overcome certain things that you deal with. Learning that you deal with certain things, and they got to be taken care of, man. Right? This is doing good, right? Doing good is learning every day, because that's going to enable you to do good, right? You might have certain what do they call it? Habits, good habits, you know what I'm saying? That you continue, that you might be persistent on, but good habits can turn into bad habits. You feel what I'm saying? These things can happen, right? So learning is a part of doing good, man. Right? Doing good is ultimately keeping the law as well. Remember that death will not be long in coming, and that the covenant of the grave is not shewed unto thee. Do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thy ability, stretch out thy hand and give to him, man. So always be there for your neighbor. Always be there for your friend, for your brother, and for your sister. Always try to be there for them, man. Therefore, thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee. Meaning, enjoy yourself, right? Because you can enjoy yourself in well doing, right? You can enjoy yourself in doing well, right? What's that? So like, yeah, not First Peter 5. What's that? First John. First John chapter 5 and verse number 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, right? Grievous meaning like you're not having a good job, a good time. Right? Grievous is the exact opposite of not what? Of not defrauding yourself, not defrauding thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee, right? Now, grievous is the exact opposite of this, man. So you keeping the law, doing what you're supposed to do, you have fun these ways. But Satan is gonna come in and try to have you thinking like, now the old ways was fun. You had fun doing that, this, that. But at the end, I can't wait till we get to Sirach 40. At the end of the day, man, you going back to that old man is only gonna make it worse for you, man. At the end of the day, it's only gonna make it worse for you. And these are the lessons that we gotta retain in our mind and remember that we taught it, remember that we heard it, remember that we understood it, right? Because that's what's gonna allow you to enable that endurance to keep pushing, man. We go through so much in this truth. We fight through so much in this truth, day in, day out. Satan is at your life hill, man. You don't feel like doing this. You don't feel like doing that. I just want to sit. I want to relax. I want to lay back. You understand that? But endurance is what allows you to keep going. You understand that? So sometimes, guess what? It's a time to laugh. It's a time to cry. Right? I actually want to go there. Let's go to that precept, man. Right? Endurance is what's going to get you through this truth, man. Ecclesiastes 3. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. You understand that? Jump down to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace, man. These things, this just balance is what's really going to get you, man. These just balances is really what's going to allow you to continue to endure. All right? This might not. Oh, okay, it did pop up. I wonder when Isaiah. Damn, when I say it, maybe I'm tripping. Right. Salaki, I lost my point. Salaki. I wanted the one in Ezekiel. It's the one in Isaiah too, but I might be quoting it wrong. All right, Salaki for that. But it says, ye shall have just balances and no. Salaki, yeah. I was over talking myself. Proverbs 16:11. A just weight and balance are the Lord's, and the weights of the bag are his work, man. Right, so these are the things that's what's going to allow you to continue in this truth, man. Doing good, you understand that? Having fun, you know what I'm saying? And being serious, man. Right, a just balance of these things is what allows you to endure in this truth. All right, every time, every minute of the day is not a time to sit back and, drink some wine or whatever, man. Verse 15. Shalt thou not leave thy travails unto another, and thy labors to be divided by lot? Give and take and sanctify thy soul, for there is no seeking of dainties in the grave, man. Right? Because you're not going to be able to do the things that you do now in the grave. You're not going to be able to really go out, man. You're not going to be able to really go out and seek the things. And you know what I'm saying? Give yourself a life in the damn grave. There's no life in the grave, man. It says, Colossians 3:23, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Hamashiach, right? It says, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons. So at the end of the day, there's no seeking life when you in the grave. There's no seeking life spiritually. There's no seeking life once you decide to go to hell off and continue to go off and continue to go off and to keep saying you don't care. There's no seeking life once you in the grave, man. So while you here on this earth, do it while you do it heartily, man. right? That stuff is over with. It's put to bed during the grave, man. You understand? All flesh, verse 17. All flesh waxeth old as a garment. For the covenant from the beginning is, thou shalt die to death. As of the green leaves on the thick tree, some fall and some grow, so is the generation of flesh and blood. One cometh to an end, another is born. All right, every work rotteth and consumeth away, and the worker thereof shall go withal. Blessed is the man that doeth meditate good things in wisdom, and that reasoneth of holy things by his understanding. Man, this chapter is going into a lot about your heart and what you're thinking about, man. Thinking about your actions in verse 14, right? Not letting a good day to pass you by, basically, right? Right? And it's saying, blessed is that man who's meditating on good things and wisdom, man. Because remember how we talked about a couple of videos, man, the mindset that you form yourself after, the mindset that you chase after, who you want to be and what you're thinking about, and what you want to do, man. If that's what's on your day-to-day mindset, that's who you're gonna be, man. Day to day, and if I'm thinking about Yahushua and I'm reading the accounts, trying to be like that man, you're gonna be like that man, man. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes, right? That's why you meditate good things and wisdom. If I know I can build myself up every day to become the better me, right? To become a better me, if I continue to thinking about the things that I can do to become better, I ask people, I'm trying to listen to wise counsel, all of these things, you're gonna become that better person, man. That's why it's always good to work on yourself and all these things of this other nature, right? It says, he that considereth her ways in his heart shall also have understanding in her secrets. Go after her as one that traceth and lie in wait in her ways, right? He that prieth in at her windows shall also hearken at her doors. He that doeth lodge in her near her house shall also fasten a pin in her walls. He shall pitch his tent nigh unto her. He shall lodge in a lodge where good things are. He shall set his children under her shelter, and shall lodge her branches. And her he shall be covered from heat, and in the glory shall he dwell, man. And that's how that hers that wisdom, right? You kind of getting in where you fit in, man. Man, in the world, you might have had a woman, you might have had a woman that was attractive, and everybody in the 6th grade was just trying to get at her, right? You just getting in where you fit in, right? As a little kid. We newborn babes in the truth. That's how you got to get in there with the wisdom. Kind of get in there where you fit in, right? She kind of walked past you. What symbolic to walking past you is that something drive past, something go past you, think about a preset, right? Or what, you see something, think about a precept, or a precept pop in your head, a saying pop in your head. Hey, that wisdom walk past, right? Go find that precept, right? Hey, no more in this truth. No more in this truth. If I think of a precept, I'm like, damn, where is that, right? And brothers just like, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. And brothers don't go look for it, right? No more of that in this truth, right? We not gonna act like we didn't just know where that precept was at, right? Go find that precept, right? And go. That's why I'm gonna title this video, right? Be the better you, man. Increase yourself, right? Meditate those good things. Don't let these good days pass you by. You understand that? Don't continue to dwell in that wickedness, right? Get rid of that wickedness and continue to have your mind clear so you can move forward in life, man. Right? So you can move forward in life. You understand that? And in the beginning of this chapter, right, it's kind of a continuation of the last chapter, right? But keep your mind undefiled, right? Keep your mind on positive things and positivity and be a better you, man, right? Continue to work on yourself